AquaMethodPodcast. Nonconformist, positive nonsense. AquaMethodPodcast. Nonconformist, positive nonsense.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy GP, and you're rocking with me on the Aqua Method Podcast. And as always, you can find me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spell normally no special characters, numbers, emojis, underscores, anything crazy like that. It's just GrasshopperGP, Instagram, and Twitter. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, or if you just have something nice to say about the podcast, I really appreciate it. I sincerely, honestly, and truthfully do. Thanks to everybody who likes, shares, retweets, views, likes, all that good stuff. I already said likes. I don't care. I see it again. Likes, subscribes, shares, all that good stuff. I really appreciate it. If I see just one, that the number of views go up, just one number means a lot to me. Honestly and truthfully. You are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Only 3 S's in the YouTube account. The other accounts have 2, I believe, unless I made more mistakes. It's quite possible because I am but human. So yeah, man. Aqua Method Podcast. I wanted to, I actually recorded something, a little short sports episode. The night the Cavaliers beat the Warriors in the NBA Finals, and the software that I use to record this thing is not as reliable as the old one. I thought it had background recording capabilities. I thought I could minimize the program and it will continue to record, but that is not the case. If I minimize this thing, it will effectively stop recording and just shut off, and the file gets corrupted. It's just a nightmare, just a bunch of bull mess. So that episode got deleted. So, but I just wanted to do it again because I wanted to get my thoughts on LeBron James, the Warriors, the finals, and all that good stuff, and move on from there. And I wanted to do that, but I'm gonna do it now, and it's gonna be up. It's gonna be the episode that I'm putting up. So yeah, man, the finals happened. I wanted the Warriors to win, and they couldn't pull it through. I really wanted the Warriors to win, man. I honestly did, because the Warriors had a championship, a legendary season, regular season. They beat the legendary, mythical 96 Bulls record of 72 wins by getting 73 wins, only losing 9 games in a regular season of 82 games. They only lost 9 of them. Something that has never been done before. And the way they did it was the flashiest, most exciting basketball I've ever seen. I love three-point shooters, and they got the 2 best three-point shooters of all time. Steph Curry shot 400 plus. I think Klay Thompson hit like 200 something. It was crazy, man. And then some of the shots were just ridiculous. That shot that Steph Curry had at the very end of the game against the Thunder during the regular season, that long distance, like 40-foot shot, man, like that was a legendary shot. That's a shot that should live forever, but because they lost the finals, it might get erased. It's unfortunate, man. It's really unfortunate because that's why I wanted them to win, because they had that legendary season filled with legendary moments. A very good team from top to bottom, and they just couldn't do it. And I don't know why. I don't know what happened, man. They just fell short. Steph Curry didn't show up as well as he, as well as you would like him to. He's the MVP, the first unanimous MVP. You would think that he would be the superhero, and even if your team is good, you have to be the best, and you have to, carry your team, and that's what LeBron did, and it just didn't work out for the Warriors, man. I really wanted the Warriors to win, man. For 2 reasons. The reason, like I said, because they had that historical season, and they could have been, instead of being a great team, they could have been a legendary team, and with that championship, legends forever. Nothing could take it away from them. They would have been the best team in NBA history, if not the best, then certainly in the conversation. But they lost. But I also wanted them to win. I also wanted them to beat the Cavaliers because because if Cleveland lost, it'll just been that's just Cleveland. Cleveland just lose every championship. They got close, and it'll been like next year again, and then but more I like the chaos. I like anarchy. I like storylines. So if LeBron would have left, the story of the summer would have been, where's LeBron going? Is he going to stay in Cleveland or is he going to go somewhere else? And that'll be the story. And just the just the fear of Clevelanders and the worry and the debate, or LeBron's definitely not leaving, or LeBron's definitely leaving. Or if he does leave, he's going here or he's going there or he's going there. Who's to blame for the loss and all that good stuff. But LeBron did it, man. LeBron did it, and it was that shot from Kyrie, that dagger, that 3-point shot, man, that's going to live forever, man. And Cleveland, for the first time in 50-something years, has a championship, and it's great for them, and it's awesome for them, And I ain't got nothing against Cleveland. Like, please, listeners in Cleveland, please don't get mad at me. I ain't got nothing against y'all or your sports teams or your city. It's just that I like chaos, and I want to see what y'all's gonna do if LeBron James left again. I wanted to see it. I really did. I wanted to see what sort of debauchery and lunacy y'all would have gone through if he would threaten to leave y'all again. But it's good that y'all got the championship, and it's good that brought about a sincere and near tangible and palpable feeling of communal euphoria, like communal joy. Like everybody in the city, everybody who's diehard Cleveland fans are the happiest, and you could feel it. That energy is radiating off of you, off you as an individual, and it is magnified by the collective, and I think that's awesome. So, but yeah, I just like the chaos. I want to, but it's mostly the fact that I wanted the Warriors to win because they had a legendary year. But I am glad that I got to see LeBron win it for Cleveland because he said that's what he wanted to do, and he actually did it. And I witnessed history. It was the first, like I said, the first championship for Cleveland in half a century, and it's awesome that I got to witness that. But yeah, I wasn't rooting for Cleveland, but like I said, I'm glad that I got to see history being made, and it's awesome. And I got to see the best basketball player in the world do it. LeBron James is the best basketball player, and then even when Steph Curry is great. Don't get it twisted. Like, you can put up the crying Michael Jordan memes, which I'm gonna talk to y'all about in a little bit. You can put them crying Michael Jordan memes up, put them on Steph Curry's face, Photoshops. Riley Curry with LeBron, like LeBron's her real daddy, and do all that disrespectful shit if you want to, but please be clear. Please be clear. Steph Curry is a all-time great. He's a legendary shooter. He's a legendary basketball player. He's the best shooter of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he can shoot from anywhere on the floor, and he'll probably go in. Like I guess, I don't know, maybe the nerves got to him, maybe the weight of the pressure made him buckle a little bit, and he couldn't handle the pressure. I don't know, but he just couldn't. He just didn't have the magic he had in the regular season throughout most of the playoffs, and then it's okay. Maybe he did get hurt, and maybe that was part of it. I don't know, but don't disrespect Steph Curry. He's an all-time great, and the Warriors do not go anywhere without Steph Curry. They don't sniff the playoffs without Steph Curry. So please don't disrespect that fella. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors are a great team, and I think they deserve at least that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they deserve at least that much. But no, don't get me wrong. I understand the skepticism, and y'all questioning the Warriors, because they were up 3-1 on the Cleveland Cavaliers. They had 3 chances, to send them boys home. 3. They couldn't do it once. Couldn't do it. And it was funny because I watched most of those games. I think I missed one of the finals games. But I'm watching those games, and I'm looking at them play, and throughout all those games, the Warriors felt like they were the ones that was always down. Like they felt like they was playing scared. And the Cavaliers, even though they were down 3-1, they always played with confidence. Like they should be the most nervous because one false move, that's a Steph Curry 3-pointer, Klay Thompson 3-pointer, you never know. One false move and it's over for you going home with nothing. And I saw it, like they seemed to have played with more confidence, with more belief in themselves and each other than the Warriors did. Like the Warriors always played nervous, even when they won. It felt like, phew, we got out of there by the skin of our teeth. Even if they won by 30 points, it felt like they barely won, like they was nervous the whole time. And I thought that the Warriors were gonna win because the Warriors, I like hip hop. I love hip hop. And I love rap groups. And there's two types of rap groups, right? There's the rap groups that were manufactured. Like these are a bunch of solo artists who come together under some sort of umbrella, some sort of conglomerate, and form a rap group. And then there's the organic rap groups that grew up together, that started from nothing. Those are the best rap groups to me. And I thought that the Cleveland Cavaliers were more of the soloists who came together, like your Firms, your MMGs, like these super groups, like these are really just a bunch of soloists who happen to be on a bunch of songs together, and that doesn't really work out. Sometimes, like you can make great hits with that, but it doesn't work out for the long run. Like you don't make classics like Wu-Tang, organic, like the organic rap groups, Wu-Tang, Locks, Bone Thugs, people like these are men who grew up together, who started from nothing, who remember being dirt poor, and through their talent and through practice and through determination, they became greats. The Warriors, to me, are more like that because they were together when they didn't have nothing, and then they came up and they reached the highs of the high, and now I think they're still a great team. They just didn't get the trophy this year. The Cavaliers are more like like MMG. You got Wale, you got Meek Mill, you got Rick Ross. Did I say MMG? I mean MMG. My bad. I don't know what I said. Whatever. But you understand what I'm saying? And I always felt like that. But I didn't think that the group of soloists, the group of talented soloists would come together perfectly. And honestly, looking at that team, I don't feel like they came together that perfectly. I mean, they're obviously a good team. They worked well together. They got the championship, but I don't think they were as cohesive as the Warriors, even though they won. It still felt like it still felt like hero ball, soloists. They just took turns being the superhero. Instead of them being a collective team of superheroes. But yeah, LeBron got it, man, and I'm happy. I'm legitimately and honestly happy for LeBron James because LeBron James is our Michael Jordan. I lived through the Michael Jordan era. I was in the 90s. I was from 90 to 99. I was 2 to 11. So I vaguely remember, Michael Jordan being great. I remember every kid had a Michael Jordan poster, Dream Team, Space Jam. I remember Michael Jordan, but like I wasn't really interested in basketball at the time. I liked to play it, to a dubious extent because I wasn't that good. But I liked to play it, but I didn't really care to watch it. I just knew that he was a great player. I didn't really watch his. I didn't really watch the shot or the flu game or anything like that. I didn't really see that. But I call LeBron James our Michael Jordan because I can actually see the growth and development. I remember these games and I remember the Heat years and the Cavalier years and the decision and all that stuff. And so I'm just saying I'm really happy for him. I'm glad that he got the championship and I'm glad that he got one for Cleveland. I just wish that it wasn't this year. Not this year. I wanted the Warriors to win it because they had that championship, legendary regular season. They had to get the chip. They had to get the trophy, man. You gotta culminated. Now you got these old heads, clowning them. Be like, it don't mean a thing if you ain't got that ring because the 72-10 Bulls got the championship and yada yada yada. So it is what it is, man. But yeah, I'm glad that he got it because what makes me was really cool that he got it for Cleveland. Because here's the thing, he got his first championship with Miami. He got a second championship, so now the first championship made him solidified him. I mean, he was already a superhero, right? But he ain't have that ring, so he finally get his first ring. He finally proves to the world that he is indeed a champion. He is not just a guy who's gonna get to the playoffs and not win it like the Buffalo Bills or something. Like he gonna get there every year but never win it. So he's a champion, and then the second one serves to prove that he's a multiple champion, and that's a different echelon. That's people who don't win championships, there's people who would won championships, there's people with multiple, and he's in the multiple arena now, and that's rarefied air, and that's special too. But to win one for Cleveland is different entirely because he's from Cleveland. And and that's what he wanted to do. And he made a promise to those people. The people who burned his jersey. We're going to get to that later. The people who disrespected him, called him Benedict Arnold and all that nonsense. He won the championship for them, which is good because it's a historical championship. And he can say that he got the first one for Cleveland, and that's awesome, and for the Cavaliers. But what it also did was it freed him. And now LeBron James is the most powerful man. I'm going to say he's the second most powerful man in the NBA. Right under the commissioner, Adam Silver. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really honestly, I'm not being hyperbolic. I'm not overstating it. I really do. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I really do think LeBron James is the most powerful man in the NBA. He can do whatever he wants to do from this point forward. He can go wherever he wants to go. He can be on any team he wants to play for. And he can literally call all the shots. Like, if he wants to, he can make it so. I want these players with me, and that's how it's gonna be. And if y'all don't like it, too bad. I'm the most powerful man in the NBA, and I think that's phenomenal. I can't imagine wielding that amount of power. Because they say that, like, the cliche is absolute power corrupts absolutely, and LeBron James doesn't seem to be corrupt at all. You know what I'm saying? Like, question his motivation, question his decision making, maybe, yeah, but he doesn't seem corrupt. He doesn't seem like a backhanded person, like a back alley type of cat who will do some, in secret or in the shadows. He the worst thing he did was the decision. He really didn't have to do that. He could have just said he didn't have to do it on TV. Looking back on it, I don't know why he did that. He didn't have to do it on TV, and it didn't have to last an hour. He was cock teasing these, the whole city of Cleveland for an hour, only to go to Miami. So he didn't have to do that. That was the worst thing I think his career. That's the worst thing he did. He ain't, to my knowledge. And there's people who are way deeper into it than me. You got your Brian Windhorses, you got your other NBA insiders like that. They would have found out by now. LeBron James ain't never cheated on his wife. He ain't got no bunch of kids, by a bunch of women. He ain't got no drug problem. He ain't got no gambling problem. He ain't got no criminal record. Don't look like, he's the model basketball player, and but he is, like, there is a sense, he is still human, so he does get in his feelings a little bit. You could tell that. I really do think that, and it's unfortunate because LeBron James, like, yo, you're a two-time champion, you're a superhero, you're a fantastic human being, physically and other ways, like you are. If we could build a perfect human, you are that, but he's still sensitive because he was hearing all this talk about Steph Curry being the best basketball player ever, and LeBron James is like, yo, I'm like 50 pounds heavier than him, I could outrun him, I'll jump higher than him, I'm stronger than him, I could probably pick him up and throw him, it's just interesting. Like LeBron, I'm saying like he shouldn't ever feel like that. Like let that go, man. If people think that, let them think that, man. You know you the best. You know you're a superhero. Steph Curry's great too. The best all around basketball player, best basketball player of all time. I mean, not, well, maybe of all time, perhaps, is LeBron James. But certainly currently, the best basketball player is LeBron James right now. But the best shooter in the world is Steph Curry. Be clear. Let's stop it. You know, there could be different levels to greatness. You know, and he's a champion too. So stop it. Let's cut it out, man. That man, he just, I don't know. He just, got hypnotized or something that happened to him in the finals. Something just happened to him. I don't know. He just lost his mojo. That's all. But yeah, man. And I was looking at, I was looking at the proceedings for the right after what happened in Cleveland. Right after the Cavaliers won the game, it was a riot, man. I would have loved to just have been there, but and of course I work at a TV station. I work at a news station. We got we saw a report that there was shooting in Cleveland. That's why people can't have nice things, man. All that joy and some asshole gotta just mess it up for everybody. Gotta start shooting, man. Why you gotta do that, man? All that collective joy. I mean, half a century of joy, and all those people collectively, you just want to have a good time. Like a million people in a city just want to have a good time. And sharing this experience with their friends and their family, and some jerk gotta shoot it up and scare people and turn a beautiful scene into a scary situation. I don't know if anybody got hurt, and hopefully nobody did, but still, that's just an asshole move, man. But I really wanted to see where LeBron was gonna go. So here's looking at the next year. It looks like Derrick Rose is going to New York. Who cares? I don't care at all. It is gonna take a lot more than Derrick Rose to make the Knicks relevant. I really, my cousin T-Man called me. I called him and we was talking about the finals, and I said, and I know it won't happen, but it would be just phenomenal if LeBron left Cleveland and went to Golden State. Y'all think about that. If LeBron left Cleveland and went to Golden State after having beat Golden State to give Cleveland his first championship. Because, I wonder, I really think LeBron can go wherever he wants because, I gave you a championship. You can't be mad now, but, people have said that they honestly think that if LeBron left again, and he said he won't, but I don't know. He said that he's going to stay in Cleveland, but you never know. If people have said that if LeBron left, that they'll be hurt, but it won't be as much because he did what he said he was going to do and gave y'all a championship. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see. We will see. But I hope the Warriors can get Kevin Durant. That'd be kind of cool. That'd be the shooter team. That'd be the lights out team. That'd be the 50. We'll beat you by 50 points team right there. That'd be our starters don't play in the second half because we up by 39. So I hope that can happen, but I don't know. I really like the tandem of Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. I really like them. I hope that they wherever Kevin Durant goes, I hope Russell Westbrook is not far behind. I hope they go together. And of all, it's just I guess every generation of basketball players has just that group of stars who just don't win. Like Stockton and Malone and Barkley, and Ewing. They just don't get that championship, and maybe Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant they just that group, and I hope not, cause I like Kevin Durant a lot. I like his basketball style, and I like him as a person. He seems like a really cool dude. I don't like Russell Westbrook's dressing, and I don't like his dancing, but he's the fieriest, most fiery, I should say. 100 miles an hour all the time, high intensity basketball player you ever seen. He gives it his all the time. Unless he's hurt, he is on the floor and he will run through you. And I love it. I think that's awesome. I don't like his dancing, I don't like his dressing, but it is what it is. So I hope that one day they can win a championship. And of course the Pelicans, if if I could live long enough to see the Pelicans win a championship, that would be just a bee's knees, man. And like just I saw the Saints get it. I saw the Saints get it, and I'm glad that I was able to see that. I can't believe it, and I hope to see the Pelicans get it too. And I'll be straight. But yeah, I mean, I remember the sensation, like the best. Like I remember feeling excited and happy and like, because I didn't personally win anything, but the team that represents where I'm from won something. When the Saints won a championship, I remember that feeling. And again, like personally, the Saints can win 18 straight championships, 18 straight Super Bowls, or lose 18 straight. I don't gain or lose anything. But when they win, the community feels good and like everybody's happier. And I like that feeling. But I remember the Super Bowl was a great game, and they won it, and it was cool. And I wound up going downtown to New Orleans with my uncle, and it was cool. But honestly, the best Saints game I ever saw was the NFC Championship game against the Vikings, and I remember that feeling because like it came down to that field goal. It was me, my ex roommates, Trav and Brandon, and we was at Brandon's apartment, and I remember just that feeling like I'm not playing, and if they lose, I don't lose anything, but that feeling, that tightness in your chest, your heart beating, and you can't stop it from beating so fast, and you're scared to move because like I'm scared to move. I was scared to move because like I didn't want to affect the universe, like the butterfly effect. I feel like if I moved the wrong way, the vibration of the air would cause the Saints to lose that NFC Championship and not go to the Super Bowl. But man, so I was scared to move. I remember Trav was sitting in Brandon's big, like he had this big rocking chair, like one of them plus chairs, armchairs, and I was standing behind him, and I'm like, I'm not moving from the spot because I'm so nervous, So I'm saying I understand the feeling, that feeling of euphoria that comes when your team wins a big game, and I understand how it must have felt for the Clevelanders, but I imagine that if it felt like that times 5, times 10, because people like grandparents didn't see. I mean, people got grandparents who haven't seen a championship in Cleveland. Like when the Saints won the championship, the Super Bowl, it was 7 years ago in 2009, so I was 21, right? 21, 22, something like that. And so I lived through 22 years of misery, but like my grandpa was still alive at the time, and he got to see the Saints win it, and so they're diehard fans in New Orleans who waited their whole lives to see it. So their feeling is comparable to the Cleveland feeling. Because like I felt it too, but it's a little different because I only saw the Saints losing for 20 something years, But yeah, man. So we'll see what happens with the NBA next year and where people gonna go, and the money's gonna be. Everybody's gonna get paid crazy and all that stuff, and we'll see. It could be a whole different landscape. It could be a whole new league next year. I hope that it's the Warriors and the Cavaliers next year in the finals again for the third rematch, and I guess it'll be the second rematch, and the tiebreaker, and see who's gonna come out on top that time. I think the Cavaliers is gonna be. I think they're gonna be okay. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded Kevin Love or something. But LeBron ain't going nowhere, and they're gonna do whatever they can do to keep Kyrie. J.R. Smith was probably gonna stay. So we'll see, and I think the Warriors gonna be intact too. So that's not too much questioning for them. But we'll see. We'll see. But now it's the dog days of summer. Now all there is baseball. So I'm sick and miserable. But I guess I got more free time. I can, do more video podcasts, which are coming. I know there's a lot of audio ones, but there's another video one coming soon. Honestly, I'm telling y'all the truth. So don't so just wait on it. They're coming. I know that y'all like the video ones a little better, and I understand it's a visual component, which is interesting because this is a passive experience. You could be listening to this doing something else. That's the thing, and I ain't think the video added anything just besides the visual component, but y'all like it, so it gets more views. So I know I gotta put more up there. I know you jerks, you. I know, and we'll see. I got special guests coming. I got a show I did with a good friend of mine from college. First time I had talked to her in like 5 years. She's awesome and special, and so that's gonna be the next episode I put up maybe. And we could talk about travel and the importance of getting out of your environment, getting out of the little box that you were placed in, and spreading your wings and flying around. That's the real, true. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this is a real short episode, man. I didn't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to rock out with y'all for a little bit, and I'm glad that y'all gave me the opportunity to get on this microphone and talk some nonsense. You know how it is. It is the AquaMethodPodcast. Be like water, nonconformist, positive nonsense. Oh Lord, I just messed up my own slogan. Nonconformist, positive nonsense, baby. It's the AquaMethodPodcast. Be like water all the time. You know what I mean? Fit in but don't fit in. It's a pleasure to be able to rock with y'all, and like I said, I did say I do wanna do something with my comic books and try to donate to that tragedy in Orlando, and I haven't been able to do it just yet. I've been so busy with the podcast and with work, but I do still want to do that, and I hope it's not too late. And if it is, then I donate to give the money to somewhere. Somebody needs it. Man, it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to help out. It doesn't hurt to be a good person. The world needs more of that. So I'm do my little small part to try to make the world a better place, and hopefully y'all do the same. And the year anniversary is coming up. I got the spot ready, the comic book shop, barring any unforeseen circumstances, because it is about a month away. So hopefully everything can work out, and I get the special people that I want there. There's some people I really, really, really want there because they symbolize my favorite people on the show. So hopefully they can all make it, and we can make something special. I don't even know. It's gonna be a big to do. It's gonna be a big production. Try to have both cameras rocking, microphone. Try to have food there. All kind of shit. I'm gonna just try to make it the coolest thing I can make it. And my little niece is turning a year old. I want to give her a shout out. Shout out to you, Bonnie Boo, my little boo bear. Your Uncle G loves you very much. I think about you all the time, even if you don't see me. Just know that I want you to do the best you can do. I want you to be the best you can be. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let no one stop you. And I can't wait to see what you grow up to become. And hopefully, not hopefully, I guarantee that I will make you proud of me, of your Uncle G. And hopefully I can inspire you to be the best woman you can be. You got two good parents, but I want to do my part and not be someone that you can be like, oh, there go Uncle G, he's a loser. I don't want to be like that. I want you to look up to me, and hopefully I can show you the right way to do things, and you're gonna be all right. And I love you, and you made a year, and that's a big deal. And I'm getting sappy on my own show, so I'm gonna stop right now. But yeah, shout out to my little girl, Bonnie, and that's it. Real short episode, nothing special. It's your boy GP. It's the Aqua Method Podcast. As always, you can find me on Twitter, GrasshopperGP, Instagram, GrasshopperGP, both of which spelled normally, no special characters, numbers, extra letters, underscores, anything crazy like that. GrasshopperGP, Instagram and Twitter. Send me an email at grasshoppergp@yahoo.com for any types of sponsorships, advertisements, or you just have something nice to say about the podcast. I really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody who views the show, who listens to the show, all that good stuff. Honestly, sincerely, truthfully, I really, really do appreciate it. Please keep telling your friends. Tell whoever you care about. Watch the show, share the show, like it, hit that thumbs up button, that heart button, whatever button you want to hit that says that you like my show. Hit that button 5,000 times. Send it to all your people. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you are listening to this on GrasshopperGP Official. That's Grasshopper with 3 S's because when I made the account, I couldn't spell. GrasshopperGP Official with 3 S's is the YouTube account. Thank y'all for rocking with me. It's your boy GP talking about some sports and other nonsense. AquaMethodPodcast. Y'all be good.